Holistic connection. Let's heal. Holistic connection. Let's learn. Holistic connection. Let's grow. Holistic connection. Let's be real.
Hello everyone, this is PamelaTopjian, your host for Holistic Connections, Conversations with Holistic Practitioners. Today is a bonus episode for Pride Month, so happy June and happy Pride for all of those in the LGBTQ plus community who are holistic practitioners and maybe who aren't as well. This year, I wanted to do something a little bit different for a few different reasons. Last year, I highlighted holistic practitioners who were part of the LGBTQ plus community for each episode in June. My thought was to do a bonus episode, which I am for this year, where I share stories anonymously if the practitioners choose to stay anonymous, to share their stories of prejudice that they may have experienced in their practice. However, I did not receive any submissions. This in itself really says a lot, I think. The political climate that we're in right now is more scary and even more volatile than it has been in a long time. So this is one reason too that I want to raise awareness of what people might be experiencing. However, I do realize that awareness doesn't always have to focus on discrimination and prejudice. My thought process was that the general public doesn't always realize or fully understand the challenges and the barriers that LGBTQ plus community members face in professional settings, whether they have their own practice and they're entrepreneurs, business owners, or even in the workplace if they are working for another practice or business. So if you have any ideas for next year, I really welcome your input. Check the show notes for my contact information or reach out on social media. I am just an ally out here trying to do my best, and I would love to hear from holistic practitioners who are part of the LGBTQ plus community. What are some other ways to raise awareness for next June and even beyond? So for now, for this episode, I'd like to just give some potential hypothetical scenarios. Of course, I know that I will miss some of what goes on and some of what people have experienced, but I didn't get any stories, so I'm just going on a little bit of what I have heard myself and just thinking about what potentially could happen for people. So, a potential client may refuse services after learning that a practitioner is part of the LGBTQ plus community, regardless of the practitioner's training, experience, or any testimonials or reviews they may have. A practitioner might be told to leave personal identity or sexuality out of the business place, while their cisgendered, heterosexual co-workers and practitioners freely discuss their spouses and maybe even more personal information. But yet, because they're LGBTQ, no, you can't discuss your partner, your relationship, your personal information that the group sometimes enjoys talking about with each other. They might even get negative online reviews based on their gender identity or their sexuality rather than based on quality of care. Sometimes assumptions are made that an LGBTQ practitioner only works with other clients who are part of the same community. Also, sometimes clients might ask inappropriate questions during their sessions, which sometimes some questions might be welcomed because we want people to understand things that they might not understand, if they don't get. Think about how personal the questions are. And remember, this is your practitioner. This is somebody who is in the business of wellness. It's not your best friend. Would you ask your dentist or your doctor or your nurse practitioner or any other business owner or wellness type of practitioner, would you ask them these same questions if they were cisgendered and heterosexual? Think about that before you ask any questions. And where these questions are coming from. What is your intent? So some things to think about and ask yourself, what does it look like in these holistic spaces to be inclusive? Not just for LGBTQ community members, but for people of other marginal populations. What makes a practitioner or a client feel safe and welcome in these holistic businesses and practices? Have you witnessed any discrimination in holistic wellness communities? And think about even these microaggressions or passive aggressiveness. These can sometimes slip by without really noticing. So what are some ways that clients can support LGBTQ plus practitioners beyond just utilizing their services? Just some things to think about this June and beyond. And again, if you have any other ideas on how to be supportive and how to raise awareness for next June or even throughout the rest of the year, and you are a holistic practitioner who is part of the LGBTQ plus community, please contact me. Please share your ideas and your input. I would love to hear from you. My contact information will be below, or just reach out on social media, like I've already mentioned. And also be sure to check those show notes and the description box if you're on YouTube for resources for the LGBTQ plus community. Thank you so much for being here. As always, let's learn and heal and grow together. Share this out. Check out the other episodes. If you're on YouTube, look in the playlist for the podcast. I really very much appreciate you all being here.